Let's say that Trump issues an assault weapons ban nationwide by executive order. Okay, people are getting caught up on the headline, the birthright citizenship, and they're not focused on the actual more dangerous precedent that the Supreme Court ruling just offered. Because this case wasn't really about the constitutionality of birthright citizenship. This case was about the power of lower courts to put nationwide injunctions. So the ability of lower courts to tell the federal government, hey, this is wrong, you have to stop all across the nation, not just for whoever individually sued the government. It just happened to be that this case involved the birthright citizenship case. So the Supreme Court hasn't actually ruled whether the birthright thing is constitutional or not. They have taken away the power of lower courts to issue these broad nationwide injunctions, which, in my opinion, has officially made the United States a dictatorship. Let's say that Trump issues an assault weapons ban nationwide by executive order, similar to the way he banned bump stocks all those years ago. So now overnight, all your ARs, all your AKs are illegal. Now he orders ATF, FBI, DEA, ICE, all these federal agencies to turn their sight on removing now these illegal weapons from our country. They go door to door, they start taking your ARs and your AKs. Of course, all these different gun rights groups would sue. Let's say the NRA sues on behalf of a group of gun owners, and their judge says, yes, this is blatantly unconstitutional, violates the Second Amendment. Before this ruling today, that judge could have issued a nationwide injunction and said that it violates the Second Amendment for them to ban assault weapons through an executive order. And that judge could have blocked the ATF, all these other agencies from coming after your guns. Now, today, after this ruling, when that judge rules that this violates the Second Amendment, this would only apply for whoever was named in that lawsuit that the NRA filed. Everyone else would still have to file their own lawsuits. Are you understanding the magnitude of the issue here? If your neighbor was part of that NRA lawsuit, they would be protected from the ATF. But if you weren't part of that lawsuit, they could still come kick down your door and take your guns. And you would have to file your own lawsuit to protect yourself from this blatantly unconstitutional order. And of course, the court's getting thousands, tens of thousands, millions of cases. It would be overwhelmed. It would stop functioning. But let me ask you, how does the federal government, how does the ATF, how do cops work? Will they say, oh, the courts are backed up, we're going to wait until the courts can clear before we take away your guns? Or do you think that they would take away your guns first and then make you fight that legal battle to get it back? And that is how, in this one ruling, they have effectively taken away the checks and balances posed by our court system. Do you understand now the magnitude of what has just happened? I expect from this point forward, we're going to get a slew of illegal executive orders and executive actions, because now there is nothing to stop it. Because even if the courts rule in favor of the individual plaintiffs, they have to do that for every single person, every single group whose rights were violated. This is crazy, 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 crazy. Please let me know if it's not clear, because I will keep making videos until this is clear, because we have lost our democracy today.